and welcome back to my channel where I just painted some string pink, which will be useful later in this video. And whatever that sing-song thing was, I don't know. It's what I felt like doing, I guess. And I figured it would be easier to do some of the painting of like the gloves and boots and things like that before I got the clothes on. Which, yeah, I didn't exactly do that throughout, but, you know, I don't learn very well. I really don't. And, I mean, this is all stuff we've kind of seen before, with the painting and the sewing, but this time I'm back to doing 2 of my own characters, which feels like a lot for one video. Maybe that's just a testament to my poor editing skills and not knowing what I should or shouldn't keep, but we're figuring it out as we go. The first shirt I did, I thought turned out really, really good. And then I proceeded to destroy it. Before I destroyed it, I did do a practice run on just some scrap felt. And it turned out halfway decent, so I was like, yeah, we'll do it on the final product too. And on the final product, I don't know what went wrong, but things went wrong. And then when I went to try it again with the new shirt, well, it was still messy, and I just kind of like tied a bow and called it good. We'll see that shortly. Yeah, the cross pattern thing there, not fun in doll form. Yeah, this is where things went wrong. I wanted to try doing like a lacy crisscross pink back thingy. Don't know why. I just think it looks kind of cool. I wanted to try it on this doll. And yeah, things just weren't going very well. I thought I was doing the pattern right, and then I was getting all confused, and yeah, it's a new shirt. So here's attempt number 2, where I can't really say things were going much better, but I gave up a lot sooner on this one, and I just kind of tied it into a bow. And yeah, you can hardly tell I did anything there. It just kind of looks like a pink bow. And yeah, it's bad. Alright, and we've seen all this before, sewing the hair back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Nothing too exciting there. Someday maybe I'll learn to use a sewing machine, so parts like this will be a little bit quicker. Maybe I won't. I have a small one. It's purple. I just don't really have a spot to put it right now. My sewing table is fairly small. I talked to my dad about, the possibility of maybe putting like another desk there or another table or a shelf on the wall. So I'll see if he helps me with that eventually. If not, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the sewing machine if not. Because like this thing barely fits my laptop. Like comfortably, I should say. It fits the laptop, just it's not always comfortable. And here we are hairstyling again, which I actually really, really like how the front of his hair turned out. Actually, I think both of their hair turned out really, really good. Except for his ponytail, the little bun ponytail he had. The bun was fine. It was the ponytail that kind of went downhill. And again, we shall see that later. Yeah, so here's the creation of the bun part. A lot of glue throw in there, tuck in here, tuck in there, pin it here, pin it there, pin it everywhere, and it just kind of looks like a big ball of death by the end of it. It kind of was. There was a lot of pins. And yes, I stab myself multiple times usually doing these projects. it just seems like a normal thing, but maybe I'm just that uncoordinated or whatever. I probably am, but yeah. Alright, here's me adding some pink details. I did a couple sketches of their new costume outfits at one point, and I finally got around to doing their dolls. Like, these were the dolls that were going to be my first video, and then I ended up doing Heizo instead. Yeah, here's another fail of the video. I was trying to, like, add all the detail of the shirt based on the sketch that I did, and yeah, I was just not having it. Like, nothing I did with the paint was looking good, and then I tried to add, like, some green to differentiate things in there, and yeah, that sucked. And so I decided to take a totally different route with it, and I cut open a big part of the middle. I stuck some white ribbon to give it some layer, because if I did 2 pieces of felt and layered it that way, it was going to look really thick and bad. It doesn't look that great anyway, but it was probably going to look worse with, the double layer felt and be too thick, and it's not great, but it's a lot more tolerable than the first attempt, so I just kind of left it. Because I was running out of the dyed green felt that I had, and I just didn't feel like doing it all over again. Such pain. And hairstyling number 2. Again, I just really like how this one came out. Just something about this doll has a very soft feel to it, and I don't know, it's definitely different than, like, any drawing that I've done of him or any of the other dolls that I've done of him. It looks different, but I like it. I don't know what it is I normally ride the struggle bus with his hair. Like, it's like my brain can't figure out what I want for his hair or something. I don't know. We all know character making can be hard, because sometimes you're trying to picture your character and they're just not coming out. But I've had, like, the rest of this character's, like, outfit and this and that figured out for a while. It's just, like, whenever I try and art the hair, I can't art the hair. Oh, look, he's got eyeballs. And then I realized later, after I glued them down, that each of them, on the same eye, is crooked on both of them. And it does drive me nuts. Can I fix it? Probably. And with the way the hair's set up, I think any damage underneath might be minimal. But I've also been trying to get... Well, I got these dolls done, and then I had a couple other dolls that well, technically 3, but I settled to working on essentially my personal doll, or my master doll of the 3, because I've got 3 from an A dolls started. And I think it would be kind of fun to get it done by Wednesday, because that's when I'm going to pull on Linny's banner, and From an A is on there. And I haven't used From an A a lot, but he is adorable, and I would definitely take some cons for him. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to try and get that done for Wednesday. Oh, and this would have been much simpler for the Goro doll had I been smart and grabbed my soft pastel and just kind of took my finger and rubbed it in, and it would have retained its fluffiness. But no, I had to make it harder on myself, as I do. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. So I got the From an A doll started, and I started a Foghorn Leghorn doll, which is a rooster from Looney Tunes. And I'm doing that for someone who's sick right now. I won't go into personal detail or anything, but I thought it might be kind of fun to make them a doll. So I'm kind of just down to gluing and paint and the tail on that one. And my From an A doll, eyes, boots, and maybe some accessories. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with some of them. his design overall looks super cool. And the thing with dolls is that you can't, like, put every single detail in, or you have to simplify or modify details. I made his little penguin that he made too, his little clockwork penguin pair, and it is literally the size of the tip of my pinky. I'll try and remember to post a video of it, not a video, a photo of it in my Discord link down below when that's all done. So hopefully that will turn out better than what it's looking at right now. I mean, what I cut out and I kind of placed it on the face, it looks a little creepy, but I think maybe with like some eye shinies in there, it'll help. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go. And yeah, there's just some more soft pastel. Soft pastel is a blessing with dolls and paint and dotting tools. And there's a little blush on the cheeks. This one's a lot less intense. I used a different red block, and it does look better. Alright, so I pinned his tail down. So I have him, who's a white fox, Cheyenne, and then the other one is a white peacock, and he is Sage. And yeah, a total flip. This isn't a finished product. What? Well, that's not right either. So I figured I'd show off, like, kind of before and afters. So, like, the first doll is one of my other characters, who's not a Circus character, but he was my first doll that I made, and I originally made that character for a Ruby server I was in, and then, yeah, so there's Sage casual and Circus outfit, and here's the new updated doll. Yeah, the new one looks a lot better. Hey, get back on camera, go, thank you. There, much better. So there's that. And then eventually I move things over. Oh, wait, yeah, showing off the tail. I kept it subtle, with white on white, it worked. And then there's the back of the pants. I forgot some details on the back of the shirt and with the shirt, but, you know, it's fine for now. I'm not going back. I got too much to do. Yeah, there's the original Cheyenne doll. There's his little feet. Because that was necessary. Yeah, that was before I learned that I could just paint instead of do everything in felt, and you see what I mean by how thick that gets. And then here's the updated doll, which his head looks like he's off to the side and his eyes crooked, and it bothers me. But it's fine. It is what it is. Like I said, too much to do right now, but hopefully you guys all like this video, and next week I think it will be something other than sewing and take a break from that. And, well, we'll find out next week if you stick it out with me. So until then, bye-bye!